Dave Collins with you from Clipper Magazine Stadium. Facing Melvin Mercedes, the center fielder leading off. Pete has been able to fend off the traffic and get here.
I'm here. You give him a heads up? All right.
First pitch to Mercedes is driven deep toward the gap left center field. That ball is going to get down, be in the alley. Recovering it is Bermudez. He'll fire in, but will not keep Mercedes from second base with a leadoff double.
I've seen one pitch, and this is the result. I'll take that.
One pitch. The Barnstormers off to a hot start. The Barnstormers have been doing generally fairly well at the outset of ball games, but just the fatigue that set in. I was telling our viewers about Monday, giving up 8 runs in the bottom half of the 9th inning.
All lost in the lights.
That's devastating. Dugan with a fly ball to center. This will be good enough. Bermudez back for the catch. That's a sacrifice fly, and the Barnstormers take the early lead. Mercedes can jog home. Lancaster swinging very aggressively here today, and
clips, and there was an ultimate grand slam.
Ground ball pulled through the right side, base hit. Sandoval is coming. So is the throw from Melbauer. That's offline. Throw back to second. They're going to get Garcia there. Wilson Garcia singling into right field to drive in the run. The out then goes 9-6 on Wilson, but a productive first for the Barnstormers, who are out to a 2-0 lead. It is a great Father's Day at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Good day to enjoy baseball and a hot dog. Conley continues to bat at 1-2. Breaking ball, tapped, and that is a fair ball.
So I don't know if I've ever seen the ball. I guess it's an umpire's discretion there if it's on the plate, but he feels like it's in front of. So I don't think it goes back on the plate.
Tagged him, and then O'Connor threw to second, but then it's a tag play. So the out is 2 unassisted. Carpenter moving to second. The Mercedes first pitch swinging, ground ball up the middle. Good play by Miller, and then he on the transfer loses the handle, and the Barnstormers lead 3-0.
So going to third now pays off. If this next guy gets out, that's a run that wouldn't have happened based on the ball up the middle, stopping it up there.
We'll get the scoring decision on the play. Miller up the middle, good stop, went to transfer and feed Goris and just lost the baseball. It's an error. Charge to the second base center, first time up. Andretty now pulls a little weak fly ball out the left. That's got a chance, and it's in. Here comes Coca to score. Mercedes will go to third. Mercedes is coming. They threw to second. He scores, and Cordero goes to second.
Oh, yeah. You can see that. You can see the wheels turning right there. That ball goes. He's going to second. He's rounding. He's halfway through before he goes, and there's just no thought of him coming home. But except for Ross. If you watch Ross, he's sitting there, and he's got him. And if you can see Ross in the corner at that point, he was just going. Let's see, if you see him in the corner, oh, man.
Dwight Smith Jr. assumed the runner was going to hold at third.
I love it.
Ross picked up where that throw was going, sent Mercedes the entire way. Line drive out toward right field coming on. Charging the play is Sandoval. It skips on by him, trying for second, Bermudez, and he will be there. Ariel Sandoval trying to keep the Bermudez off base and skid on past the ball. That will go down in the books as a double. Bermudez, the runner at second base with 1 out, and the second trip through the order. Conley and Sittinger, meanwhile, getting.
I think it'll work, but
that glanced off of him. Wow. Hit batter.
However, he made no attempt. It's a breaking ball, but you'd like to kind of. I think
it might have scraped up off a couple of skin cells there.
I don't know, maybe some jersey
I don't think that's enough for a DNA test.
I don't think so either. Yeah, you don't. There's nothing.
Wow. 2 in the first, 3 in the second. The pitch, hard hit ground ball. Dugan spears it, steps to the bag, throws to second, and Bradley waves the white flag. He is tagged out. That's a double play. 3-6. Nobody left on base. Bottom of the fourth. To Conley, 1-2. Ripped out to left off the end of the bat, though. Smith ends up sliding at the end, but makes the catch. He is busy again today. Last night, I think it was 8 putouts in left field for Smith, including the one against this guy, which presented the biggest challenge last night. 1-2 pitch. Koga, a little looper down the left side. Will that stay fair? Yes, it does.
Score.
Spinning into the corner.
Score.
Hoover's got great speed. He's wheeling around.
He's good.
He's going to score, and Koga makes a liar out of me, and I love it. He gets that first extra base hit in nearly 4 weeks, and it's 6-0.
Just enough to have it that English to kick it to the left behind the bullpen there. It gets caught in the ivy sometimes. Let's see if it gets over there in that ivy a little bit. Yeah.
it did, and in theory they could have asked for relief on that and asked for it to be called a ground rule double. 1 out, 2 on. Cordero swings and torches this deep left field.
Score on
way
that one
back
too.
It goes, and the walls will not contain it. That's well up onto the hill.
Wow.
3-run blast by Cordero, and the Barnstormers have broken it open. 9-0 here in the 4th inning.
A little bit easier for Mercedes on that one. What a swing.
7th of the year for Steady Andretty, and a 5 RBI day. The other night he was talking about how he couldn't pile up the RBIs this year as well as he did a year ago, batting 2nd in the order, but that hasn't been in effect today at all. Theme of the day, family togetherness on Father's Day. On a butterfly, and the other guy wins the presidential election when you return to the present. Popped up foul, Justin O'Connor. Oh! Juggle, and drop. Oh my. If that ball had been caught, they could have taken the show on the road. Justin O'Connor.
If he gets a hit here, is this an error?
It could be. Bobby Bradley almost saved it. Shades, who was it that did that? The Red. I think Pete Rose was involved in a play like that at one point years ago. 3-2 to Conley, and he smashes it into left field for a base hit. And yeah, that was charged as an error. It's E2 drop foul, and then Conley singles into left. So he technically is out as you're rebuilding the inning as far as earned runs are concerned.
Okay, but does he get credit for a base hit?
He gets credit for the base hit,
but not an earned run if he would score.
Yeah, Webb would get credit for the out.
Yeah. Oh
so right now, you're looking at the inning, it would be 2 outs, runner at first. And the pitch, line drive, center field, and a base hit.
Give me right center. That's opposite field.
Cordero is coming, so is the throw. It's a good one, but he'll beat the throw to the plate. Sandoval with an RBI single, and now it is 10-0.
Let's see the replay. Is it to the right of second base? If so, I get credit, right?
Yeah, you do get credit.
All right.
Good throw by Bermudez.
Yes, it was.
Wilson Garcia will come in with the Barnstormers up by double digits. Ooh. That's between the legs of Justin O'Connor and leads to run number 11 as Dugan jogs on home. Two more runs in the 6th for the Barnstormers. I think that will go down as the second wild pitch of the inning. His power's to left, but he can spray a lot of singles to the right side. Ground ball, and that is bobbled by the new first baseman. He shovels off, and then the throw is dropped by Crawford Cumming. So somewhere in all of that, there is an error.
Got to imagine it's the first baseman.
First baseman, probably. Yeah. Ground ball, right side. He bobbles, recovers, then feeds. I mean, I'm giving it an E1.
Yeah,
they had the out.
Yes, I would agree.
I'm giving it E1.
That. Because that's a guaranteed, not guaranteed.
They're always tricky. 2-1, ground ball, third base, handled by Cordero. He'll go to Coca and back to Dugan. Coca's one of those second basemen. He just seems to deflect the ball.
Yeah. Like, it's just, those are the ones you just like to just see again and see the hand work. Watch the glove work here. boom, boom. Like, and there's he's the kind of guy that knows exactly how much time he has. If he's got no time, boom, it's out. If he's got a little bit of time, he can.
No way. 3-0. Look out again, ball 4. And Sandoval is not happy. He glares out at the hill.
He just got thrown out. He threw him out.
And Freddie Jesus and Justin O'Connor are having a discussion. And now Crawford is in the grill of DeJesus. Freddie DeJesus may have the quickest trigger of all of the Atlantic League umpires, and he wasn't going to have any of that. And I'll tell you what, Crawford is incensed that he got thrown out there. But at the same time, you kind of you just watched 4 fastballs that gave the appearance. And I'm not saying he was. I have no idea about intent. But if you're thinking somebody's headhunting, you watch those last 4 pitches. And if you're looking for it, you're going to see that. If you're thinking the guy's just out of rhythm, you're going to see that.
Yeah.
So Freddie DeJesus thought the former, and when that pitch sailed over the head of Ariel Sandoval, Crawford got the heave-ho here in the 8th inning.
So he's taking a circuitous route here to the dugout, down to the bullpen, but he's going to have to head out of right field.
Yep, and the game will not restart until he's gone.
Out of there. So
here you get a look at ground ball, second base. Should end it to Hoover for 1. Back to Carpenter, not quite. Bridges getting down the line quickly. 4-6 the play on Smith. Miller to third. And Laporte will have to get through Justin O'Connor to complete the shutout.
Yeah, you're 90 feet away from giving me 2 in a row.
Looked like maybe that ball came up just ever so slightly on Coca, and he needed an added split second to get rid of it. And that's all foul ball. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
That's what I've looked. 97, and if you watch the action on this pitch, if you guys show that again at some point, but the downward action and the depth on that pitch, look, it just goes out the door. You see that just cut across the frame. That thing is, if you throw that pitch all the time, you got success. See you later.
He goes to a breaking ball and strikes him out. Tyler Laporte walks the first 2, gets through the inning, and the Barnstormers polish off the Dirty Birds with a shutout here this afternoon. Sittinger, Granite's Anchor, and Laporte combined on the 2-hitter. The Barnstormers victorious, and the Lancaster club can celebrate the end of a 6-game losing streak here this week.